Hi, I'm Adam Ross from Breathing the Silence. If you like pina coladas and dancing in the rain, then you better tune into Morgan Richards on Radio Cardiff 98.7 FM.
Hey, I'm Morgan Richards from Radio Cardiff 98.7 FM. I'm very pleased to say that I'm joined in the studio today by a band who've been making some incredible strides in the Welsh music scene and beyond as of late, after making some brilliant achievements so far this year in 2014. It's of course those guys who like to describe themselves as the Valley Core Quintet from the mountains of South Wales. It's of course the lovely Adam, Nathan and Jake from Breathing the Silence.
Hello.
Hey. Hello, what's going on?
Hey guys, you right?
Yeah,
Great.
not too bad.
Yeah, how's things?
Warm.
Yeah, very warm.
Really warm, yeah.
Boiling in here. Melting.
So now already in this year, 2014, you guys have come up absolute leaps and bounds, already accomplishing some incredible achievements, the best so far in your young history as a band, with the release of your debut self-titled EP and playing many shows off the back of that, visiting the fantastic Red Bull Studios in London, and of course playing this year's Download Festival just a couple of weeks ago at Donington. I bet you guys must be absolutely pinching yourselves with everything you've managed to pull off just these last few months.
It's just been a mad experience just from the start of the year up until now. It's just thing after thing is happening, and I don't know, we just can't believe it really. What?
I don't think it's hit me either. We actually played Download Festival.
No, it still hasn't sunk in. We've played sort of like the biggest rock festival in the UK. Us, just 5 guys from the valleys. Like.
We've only been going for just over 18 months, and I'm more than happy of what we've achieved already, and just hopefully it's on to bigger and better stuff, to be honest.
Alright, well, great to hear, because as we just mentioned, a few weeks back you guys reached your biggest achievement to date with something millions of bands dream of doing, with playing the world's biggest rock and metal festival at this year's Download, joining the likes of Linkin Park, Avenged Sevenfold, Fall Out Boy, and many, many more bands. Iconic and legendary Donington Park, after doing so well in the online Red Bull Studios competition, beating thousands of bands along. I can't imagine how it must have felt being such a big part of a festival, obviously with it being such a massive experience, only a certain few bands achieve, and something you'll cherish for the rest of your careers.
Exactly, we were just a small band from my stag, South Wales, and we were just walking past Pete Wentz and Patrick Stump, and it was just
yeah, it was so surreal.
Doing sort of people who have inspired us to make music,
exactly,
and them just being just totally cool with us and just chilling in the press area. It was just totally
amazing.
It was amazing.
Dream come true.
Oh, awesome. It must have been quite overwhelming to step out to find the Red Bull stage where you guys were playing, absolutely packed with people singing along and having a great time for your set.
I come on halfway through the intro and I was like, damn, there's a lot of people here. I don't have to sing tidy.
Wasn't expecting that many people.
No. It was just absolute madness, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the response we had was amazing. People wearing Welsh flags I've never seen before in my life, just dancing around in the middle, enjoying us, and it was just
people come up to us after the shows, haven't they, and asking photos and stuff.
Yeah.
We had lots of people tweeting us saying just found my new favourite band and stuff.
Well, we were on we have the big screens of Download now, saying we were actually tweeted on there saying, so happy I found official bits. It was just amazing, overwhelming.
Oh, well, it's incredible to hear. And the reception you guys have had since playing the festival has been amazing as well, because since then you've played a great deal of very different shows, with them being some of the best you've ever done.
Definitely, yeah. 100%. Since Download has been it's been a bar set, haven't it, really?
Yeah, an influx of people to the shows.
It's just the bar's been set, and if we go below that bar now, then we're in a good gig, But it is hard to keep up, playing a Download festival and having that response back. But
I think we've all wanted to go a little bit more nuts live than we did before Download. And when we played Download to that massive crowd and we accomplished something like that, when we kind of came back, everything just sort of seemed so small again. It seemed a lot more relaxed, so then we could go that bit more mental. Since we come back, we've just been climbing on stuff, haven't we? I mean, speakers, bars and stuff, just the local venues. I don't think I like us anymore.
Yeah, because as you guys mentioned that, I was actually going to say, while we're talking about your live shows, one thing I've been very impressed with you guys lately is the fact that when you seem to play some of the bigger venues like Club for Bach and Hobos in Bridgend, all of a sudden you guys will go absolutely mental, just climbing and jumping on things, from walls to your own drum sets to bars and speakers as well.
Well, for us, I think now it's not so much just as a performance, it's more of a show. You come to see us and you get a show.
None of it is sort of we haven't sat down and thought, we play Download, we've got to set the bar or whatever. We just kind of started playing shows and just it come naturally to us, didn't it?
We walk into a venue and then we're I'll ponder around, see what we can climb on, but it's never pre-rehearsed or anything. It's just I reckon I can jump on her. I'll have a bash right now. And then there was a speaker I jumped on in Oboes last week, and I was like, whoa, this is really wobbly. I'd probably get down. But it's been amazing.
Yeah,
really
nearly
good.
falling off the bar was kind of a scary moment.
Oh yeah.
Being on top of that speaker in Static in Swansea, it was just so rickety.
You had to jump in, or did you?
I had to jump.
And as I touched upon, you guys got the opportunity to play Download after reaching the final round of the Red Bull Studios competition, after having so much incredible support from fans voting and creating unbelievable hype to get you guys to the festival. Doing so well, and that must have been a mind-blowing achievement on its own, after having literally an army of loyal supporters doing whatever it takes to get you there.
Yeah, it was just people, people we've never spoke to, people from like England way, people from the Philippines even.
Yeah, America as well.
Yeah, America is like helping us out with the Red Bull thing.
Sweden as well.
Everyone.
Sweden.
Just been overwhelming. Never expected that.
No.
Never.
It's just from us sort of, we released our EP, we had a massive response to our EP launch. We felt everything was going quite well, but we felt like once we'd done our EP, we just didn't know what to do with ourselves.
No.
We kind of entered the competition before that, and that's took over sort of our EP launch hype then, didn't it? Because we were concentrating so much on the competition. But people come out of nowhere. It's just people will come up to me like, oh, I voted last night, and it's just amazing. Like people you've met and you haven't seen for like 6 years, and they're like, oh, I voted for you last night.
Yeah.
And it's just mental. Like now we've played Download, people come up to me like, oh, I know of your band now, and it is absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
Well, so it's awesome to see you guys have had such incredible reaction lately.
So humbling.
Yeah.
So humbling.
And of course, Red Bull have done this competition for a few years now, but it's very surprising just how competitive it's gotten, because it's kind of a really cutthroat and stressful to keep votes up and progress.
Yeah, well, I don't think I slept for the whole time since we started it. It was so stressful.
Yeah.
It got so addictive.
Yeah.
Like on the last day, I was late for work just because
Me and Cambo spending our time not doing work, but telling people to vote.
On the final round, we done like a big weekend. We had a weekend. We played a gig every day, didn't we?
Yeah,
Friday,
And
Saturday,
then
Sunday.
we ordered some flyers in, and every gig we played, our friend Tyler come along with us on the Friday, dishing out the flyers, and then we played Brilliant Mashup on the Saturday again, just loads of flyers, and then we played at hometown. We've only played once, and I was in the bar, and the response we had there was absolutely amazing, and people recognise us now, and they're also tweeting us and stuff like that, saying, oh, listening to Breathing Silence for the first time, not bad, and they just, everyone from, even Mike Stig, Swansea, because he's from Swansea, it's just been amazing. Never expected anything, but none of it
It has been fantastic.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely brilliant to hear. And with that in mind, Red Bull, of course, still has some brilliant rewards. Nonetheless, we're seeing bands in the Welsh music scene doing so well the last couple of years. Two of course, you guys Falling with Style, who did so well last year, and even Clear the Auditorium, who just missed out on the final few rounds this time around.
Yeah, the whole Red Bull experience, to be honest, has been amazing for, I'd say, all the Welsh bands. It's given each of us in sort of like the top 100, especially we got through to the top 15, but it's sort of like the exposure from just sort of being in the top 100 that makes the competition worth entering anyway. It's like you get so much press requests and stuff like that from it, that people just kind of find you and pick you off websites and stuff. So, it is good for sort of the Welsh scene, regardless of whether you go through or not. Yeah, it's amazing for exposure, the whole opportunity.
Alright, well, good to hear. And as well as part of that competition, for getting to the final few rounds, you guys got to go down the huge Red Bull Studios in London to record a live video, and even got awaited and had advice by the brilliant Don Broco as well.
Oh, yeah.
They were awesome.
They were probably the nicest bunch of
top bloke
guys.
Top lads.
I loved them, I did.
Yeah.
It was just like we'd known them for ages.
Yeah.
And the Red Bull, the whole day, it was a long day, because we were on quite late in the night, but it was more than worth it. The 5-hour, 6-hour drive home was amazing.
We had so long to drive home, we just didn't want to leave. We were the last ones there. I said, they say Fall were at the same time as we were up there, and a band called Vanty Draws Blood as well, and everyone was just so kind, so really down to earth. We had burritos for lunch as well, so my day was made from the off.
There you go then.
Free Red Bull.
Free tropical juice.
Yeah, I was worried for Connor that day. I thought the Red Bull was going to kill him. He's so addicted to stuff. I thought he was going to top himself on caffeine. Proper. But no, the whole professional experience being up there, just the fact he was so chill, that was just so amazing for us, because we was expecting, you know, strict, like, do this
regime
now. But no, it was just kind of like, oh yeah, I'll come get you in a bit, just chill out, play a bit of ping pong. And we did. It was just amazing. And we had a really good recording, really good live video.
Everyone up there was so friendly. It was
like photographers, cameramen, the receptionists, the studio dude.
Like, we saw them at Download and we were just chatting to them, like, you know, like, we've known them all our lives, and we are going to keep in contact with them.
Well, awesome, and it's really great to hear all these amazing things that have happened from entering that competition right up until playing Download.
Definitely. Been amazing.
Thank you, everyone.
And now, of course, all of this has come off the release of your highly anticipated debut self-titled EP you guys brought out back in April, where, of course, we had the exclusive first play of your main single, Out of Sight, on the show.
Indeed,
we did. Without saying that, since the release of the EP, it's had some brilliant reactions, leading you on to do all these amazing things.
Yeah, exactly. We released 2 singles, and it's not just people singing the singles now, because we more or less just play our EP, the gigs we play, and it's just like everyone's just singing more or less like all the words off every single track. Like,
I handle all of the sort of boring bits of the band, and just seeing sort of like the stats of sort of like how the EP is doing, like week by week, you know, month by month, and like from when it's been released, it is absolutely amazing. I have to show you boys like at some point. But it is absolutely astonishing how our music videos, like, since we did the Red Bull competition, we released Out of Sight, and we were kind of hoping for a sort of a bigger reaction from it in the beginning, but then because then it was embedded on the Red Bull website, it just seemed, as soon as we started the competition, they just started to soar up. I think just people got more and more interested then, and it just flew up then, didn't it?
And it's still going up.
It's still going up.
Even our Facebook likes as well, they've been going up like
crazy.
Like, what, 50, 60 a week?
Yeah.
And that's like insane.
And of course, listening to the EP, it does have a big mixture of big metalcore heavy parts, along with a more alternative feel, showing both sides of what you guys are capable of.
Yeah, it was I'd say it wasn't so much kind of a rush, but we just wanted to get something out there, to be honest. It was more that, wasn't it, than actually sitting down for like months on end, pre-recording stuff and demoing. It was just like, this sounds pretty cool.
When it comes to songs we have been sitting on for a while, the newest one is probably, well, no, it is Sentiment.
Yeah.
We wrote that, I think it was the week
before
we went to record the EP. I think it was 3 days before we were going to record Out of Sight, which was going to be our first single. We wrote Forget the Light, and we were just like, oh, this is so much better, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And well, it turns out people like Out of Sight better, so so released that first, really. But, I think the mix of everything comes from just all the different primary tastes we all have. Like, us three all have different tastes to each other. Connor and Ricky have totally different tastes to each other. So although we can all come together and sort of create something which is kind of like what we all, there is definitely like parts which are primarily.
We're going to take a lot more. Yeah, we're going to take a lot more time on the next EP demo and stuff. And
everyone's influences.
As far as we are aware, it's going to be quite long until the next EP's out.
Yeah.
And of course, you guys recorded the EP at the Stompbox Studios along with producer Todd Campbell, who, of course, most people would know as being one of the founding members of the band Straight Lines.
Yeah.
What was it like to work with him? Because, of course, as of late, he's worked on some brilliant releases from the likes of Manhattan Coast, Internal, and, of course, his own recent release with Straight Lines.
Yeah, well, I saw Straight Lines back in my Stag supporting Attack, and ever since then I've loved them, so I was kind of fangirling the first time I went to the studio and saw Todd.
And because he's the son of Phil Campbell, who also walked in on us recording the EP. Nice. We were all like, oh my god.
Nice. He commented your onesie.
Yeah, he did. He really liked my onesie. And he offered us a lift to the shops.
He did, yeah. Oh, he was very nice.
Yeah, what a nice man.
Yeah. Todd definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
The studio itself is banging. Yeah. It is a really cool studio. So to anyone who wants to record their next EP, album, whatever, just give Todd a ring, like.
Hit him up.
Hit Todd up.
Not literally, like, man.
No, just don't hit him.
And of course, now just a couple more things before you guys go. Of course, you're going to be very, very busy now for the next few months and weeks. We're going to be going off on a UK headline tour a little bit later on in the year, on October.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, very first tour.
Yeah, we're going to go on a co-headline tour with They Say Follow up in the Red Bull Studios with us. We're going from the 3rd to the 12th. We're going to hit Cardiff, Swansea, Sheffield, Northampton, Grantham, Gainsborough getting Workington. So that's all dates. Everything can be found on our Facebook page, and there is more dates to be added as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be branching more and more out now with a couple of months.
And get right in.
I'm just looking forward to being on the road.
That's the plan, innit? Touring right.
And along with that, you guys have just recently announced you'll be playing another massive festival called the Tramlines Fest on the 27th of July. We'll be playing to a slightly different crowd, brushing shoulders along with the likes of Public Enemy, KTB, Funeral for a Friend, and much, much more.
Oh yeah, we don't see it as a bad thing, to be honest. There's like some awesome access, not kind of our music, but it's different people at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's nice to be...
Perhaps even one person in the crowd would be like, oh, these are alright.
Yeah.
I'll buy their EP, and then there's another fan for us, so no brainer.
Sheffield as well,
yeah,
so somewhere different.
It don't matter to us whether we absolutely sweat, we're slithering up the venue, we're sweating that bad. As long, it doesn't matter if we gain one fan or 30 or what, however many fans. If we've gained one fan, that's we've done our job.
Yeah, and to be playing with the likes of KTB, Public Enemy, and Funeral for a Friend, they're absolutely massive people in the music industry. So it's just amazing for us anyway.
Mm-hmm. And at the moment, you guys just seem to be playing as many shows as you possibly can to get that exposure even more.
Well, it's the plan, really. Just get out as much as we can.
Yeah, after Download, we just want to explore more.
Yeah,
all those people turn up for Download. We kind of want
go
more
and see
people.
them now. We want to go to them now.
Yeah.
And just one more thing before you guys go. What else can we expect from Breathing the Silence in the near future now? Are you guys going to just be playing even more shows and concentrating on writing for another EP? Or?
Yeah, totally.
I think we've all agreed that we're not going to quieten down on shows. We're just going to work around it, keep writing and perfecting the songs we're going to be they're going to be on the EP.
Yeah,
I think we're just so addicted to playing gigs.
Yeah.
We couldn't take a writing break. It just wouldn't work for us.
And we don't want to just not be active, really, do we?
Yeah.
All right, well, that's a great thing to hear. Well, that's about it. Cheers, guys, for coming into the studio.
Thank you so much.
And, of course, a Cook session as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been brilliant. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Pouring up with us.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Good luck with the rest of the shows now, and obviously the writing you'll have in the not-so-distant future. And hopefully I can catch up with you guys again very soon.
Yeah, brilliant. Totally. More than happy to. Thanks for having us.
Right, cheers, guys.
Thank you very much.